Forgive and forget. These words are often spoken with the best of intentions, suggesting a path to inner peace and resolution. We've all heard this well-intentioned advice from friends, family, and even strangers. It's a common refrain in our culture, a piece of wisdom passed down through generations. It seems so simple, so straightforward. Just let go of the past and move on. But is it really that easy? For anyone who has grappled with hurt and anger, the reality is far more complex. The pain of betrayal, the sting of harsh words, the weight of unresolved conflicts, they all linger, making forgiveness a challenging endeavor. Forgiveness, as it turns out, is not about forgetting. It's about letting go. It's about releasing the hold that past grievances have on our present lives. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, nor is it about condoning hurtful actions. It's about strength and self-respect. It's about setting boundaries and protecting your own well-being. It's about choosing to release the grip of resentment and anger. It's about deciding that you will no longer be held captive by the actions of others. It's about reclaiming your power and choosing peace over prolonged pain. It's about finding a sense of calm and balance in your life. Many people believe that forgiveness is something we do for the other person. This is partially true. When we forgive, the other person benefits from our compassion and understanding. When we forgive, the other person benefits from our compassion and understanding. They may feel relieved, grateful, and even inspired to change their ways. However, forgiveness is just as much a gift we give ourselves. It's a way to free our hearts from the burden of bitterness and resentment. It's a conscious decision to move forward, unburdened by the weight of the past. It's about embracing the future with an open heart and a clear mind, ready to welcome new possibilities and experiences. When we hold on to anger and resentment, we carry a heavy burden. Remember, Jesus asked us to forgive others in the Bible. Why? It weighs us down emotionally, mentally, and even physically. Unforgiveness can manifest in our lives in various ways. We may experience increased stress, anxiety, and even depression. Our relationships may suffer as we struggle to move past the hurt. The anger we harbor can lead to bitterness, cynicism, and a general negativity that permeates our outlook on life. We may find it hard to trust others, to be vulnerable, or to experience joy fully. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The bitterness and resentment poison us, not the person who hurt us. Forgiveness is a process, not a single event. It takes time, courage, and a willingness to confront our pain. It's about acknowledging the hurt, allowing ourselves to feel it fully, and then making a conscious choice to let it go. As we forgive, we free ourselves from the shackles of anger and resentment. We open ourselves up to the possibility of healing and growth. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting what happened or condoning the hurtful behavior. It simply means choosing to release the negative emotions that bind us to the past. When we forgive, we empower ourselves to move forward, not as victims, but as survivors. Forgiveness is not a solitary act. It has a ripple effect, impacting not only the forgiver, but also the forgiven and the relationships around them. When we forgive, we create an opportunity for reconciliation and healing. We open the door for understanding, compassion, and renewed connection. Forgiveness can transform relationships, mending broken bridges and fostering a deeper sense of empathy and love. Even when a relationship cannot be salvaged, forgiveness allows us to move on with a sense of peace and closure. We can release the other person from our emotional grip and free ourselves from the burden of carrying the hurt. Section 5. Mending Broken Bridges. How Forgiveness Restores Relationships. Forgiveness plays a crucial role in building and maintaining healthy relationships. It's not just about saying "I'm sorry" or "I forgive you." It's about genuinely letting go of the hurt and resentment that can build up over time. When we forgive, we allow ourselves to heal and move forward, rather than staying stuck in a cycle of pain and anger. It's the bridge that allows us to overcome conflicts and disagreements without causing irreparable damage. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing the harm done. It means acknowledging it and choosing to move past it. This act of grace can transform relationships, turning points of contention into opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. When we forgive, we create space for open and honest communication. This openness is essential for resolving misunderstandings and rebuilding trust. It allows us to express our feelings and concerns without fear of judgment or retaliation, fostering a safe environment where true healing can occur. We're more willing to listen to the other person's perspective and to understand their actions, even if we don't condone them. This willingness to empathize can break down barriers and build bridges of mutual respect and understanding. It's about seeing the situation from their point of view and recognizing their humanity. Forgiveness fosters empathy and compassion, allowing us to see the humanity in others, even when they've hurt us. This empathy is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships, as it helps us to connect on a deeper level and to support each other through difficult times. It's about being there for one another, even when it's hard. This understanding creates a stronger foundation for rebuilding trust and deepening our connection. Trust is the cornerstone of any relationship, and forgiveness is the key to restoring it when it's been broken. By choosing to forgive, we show that we value the relationship and are committed to making it work. By choosing forgiveness, we model healthy conflict resolution for our children, families, and communities. This sets a powerful example for others to follow, showing that it's possible to resolve conflicts peacefully and to maintain strong, healthy relationships even in the face of adversity. We create a ripple effect of peace and understanding that extends far beyond ourselves. When we forgive, we contribute to a more compassionate and connected world, where people are more willing to understand and support each other. This ripple effect can lead to stronger communities and a more harmonious society. Section 6. Forgiveness in Action, a Real-Life Example. Consider the story of Mary and her sister Anne. They were once inseparable, sharing countless memories and dreams. However, a misunderstanding years ago led to a bitter feud, leaving them estranged and filled with resentment. The misunderstanding was trivial, but it snowballed into a major conflict. Harsh words were exchanged, and both felt deeply hurt. This led to years of silence and a growing chasm between them. For years, they refused to speak, each harboring hurt and anger. Family gatherings became awkward, and mutual friends were caught in the middle, often having to choose sides. One day, Mary decided she no longer wanted to live with the weight of the past. She realized that holding on to the grudge was only hurting herself. She missed her sister and the bond they once shared. Summoning all her courage, she reached out to Anne, expressing her desire to mend their relationship. She wrote a heartfelt letter, followed by a phone call, hoping to bridge the gap. Anne, initially hesitant, eventually agreed to meet. She too had been feeling the weight of their estrangement and was curious to see if they could find common ground once more. It was a long and emotional process, but through open and honest communication, they began to rebuild their bond. They met several times, each conversation peeling back layers of hurt and misunderstanding. They acknowledged their hurt, forgave each other, and eventually rediscovered the love and support they once shared. Their story is a testament to the power of forgiveness and the resilience of familial bonds. Section 7. The courage to forgive ourselves. Forgiveness is not just about forgiving others. It's also about forgiving ourselves. We all make mistakes, and sometimes the person we need to forgive most is ourselves. Holding on to guilt and shame can be just as damaging as holding on to anger towards others. It keeps us stuck in a cycle of self-criticism and prevents us from moving forward. Forgiving ourselves is a journey of self-compassion and acceptance. It's about acknowledging our imperfections, learning from our mistakes, and allowing ourselves to heal. When we forgive ourselves, we break free from the prison of our past and open ourselves up to a future filled with possibility and growth. Section 8. Moving Forward. Practical Tips for Cultivating Forgiveness. Cultivating forgiveness is a lifelong practice. Here are some practical tips to help you on your journey. Acknowledge your feelings. Allow yourself to feel the hurt and anger without judgment. Empathize with the other person. Try to see the situation from their perspective, understanding that everyone makes mistakes. Practice gratitude. Focus on the positive aspects of your life and the people who support you. Seek professional help. If you're struggling to forgive, a therapist can provide guidance and support. Remember, forgiveness is a process, not a destination. Be patient with yourself and celebrate each step you take towards healing and peace. Section 9. Finding Peace Through Forgiveness. A journey worth taking. Forgiveness is not always easy, but it's always worth it. It's a journey that requires courage, compassion, and a willingness to let go. But the rewards are immeasurable. When we choose forgiveness, we choose peace. We choose to release the burden of anger and resentment, opening ourselves up to the possibility of healing, growth, and deeper, more meaningful relationships. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves and others, a testament to the strength of the human spirit and its capacity for love, compassion, and ultimately peace. Please subscribe, like, and share.